Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, we're back.
Good morning.
Welcome to Frequency Shift. How was you guys' day, week, or anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, my weekend was good. I practically did nothing. Like I stay home, watch some Netflix, and just chill. Like you guys say, chill, right?
Yeah, Netflix
Yeah.
and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Emily?
I didn't do much. Thursday I went out on a movie date at
Ooh.
the University Mall.
Wow.
Which I don't know if you guys know this.
Is
'cause
that
I
still
know that
standing
there's-
over there or no?
I know that there's not much to do at the University Mall.
Mhm.
But
That movie
there's
theater.
there's a movie theater.
What is it
It's
called?
not called The Look.
No, it's not
because
called
it changed that like 3 years ago. Now it's called the Sunray.
Oh,
Sunray
really?
Cinema. I love
Um,
Sunray Cinema.
It's a great movie theater. Tickets are super cheap, especially on Tuesdays. They have a discounted thing
Yep.
for tickets. But it's cheap tickets. It's a great little theater, and it's a dine-in theater. You order food at the little window, and then it's not really like a window. It's a bar. You order food, and then you go sit down at your seat, and they take it to you.
The
Wow,
food
that's
is
cool. I didn't know that.
It's so fire.
But that mall looks kind of weird, like it's closing or something.
It's not closing, but it is run down. And
Yeah.
hopefully somebody's gonna come in and put some money into that mall because
It-
it could be a nice
Right.
mall. It has a lot of potential
Yeah,
to
Yeah,
be a
just-
nice mall.
And it has a
malls.
nice location too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it does.
close to USF. You know.
And you can tell they're doing a lot of renovating around the mall, just that area.
Mhm.
So, I mean, maybe it's coming to the mall soon. Maybe that renovation is coming.
I will say, ever since International Mall was built, it really did run out a lot of these malls. Like, I mean, West Shore is like on the decline. Have you seen
Yeah.
how many businesses are like going out of business
Yeah.
in that mall? It's crazy, but
I mean, people are poor, so they don't want to go out to the mall.
true. and
Maybe,
malls
it's,
expensive.
maybe it's the
Another big
economy.
thing,
You know, it's
the
the
It's the
economy,
economy.
and the
I
fact
mean-
that online shopping has become so prominent.
Yes.
That too.
Um,
Yeah.
I
Everything's cheaper
That's-
online.
Yes.
Because, every time that I go to the mall, if I'm buying something I could be buying on Amazon, I'm paying more at the mall.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. Plus, there are other things that you cannot really find, like at a physical location or a store or something like that. There are things that you can only order. Let's say, I don't know, like a microphone or something like that.
Right. That's true.
Like some gears,
Exactly.
some music gears. It's easier to find them online.
Exactly. And what'd be nice is if we had these type of mom and pops. Like if we had a mall that was
Yeah.
like a flea market,
Yeah.
but actually high quality. Because Sunray Cinema is a very indie movie theater.
Yeah.
I love the like architecture. Yo, Max, you should go watch
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
The
go.
architecture is beautiful. Like if there's like booths and stuff. There's like neon lights.
Wow, that's cool. That sounds cool.
And they have that
it's,
horrifying chair.
Yeah.
You know that chair with the
with
teeth?
the mouth.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That thing freaks
and
me out.
the way the theaters are built are like old school. It's like
Okay.
it's not like how they got the recliner seats with the buttons. No, this is like
Well, they got
like,
those.
They do, but like
Yeah.
some of the theaters, like the rooms look like I just went like 20 years back in
Yeah.
time
Wow,
to like
That's true.
That's cool.
like I don't know. It's
It's like a
nice.
throwback movie
Yeah.
It
theater,
is,
right?
and they play. There's certain weeks where they do specials where they play old movies.
Yeah.
I would love to go. Like I love old movies.
Yeah,
Absolutely. It's speaking of I know you just said it's an indie theater. It's one of the theaters I've noticed that plays all the indie movies coming
Yes.
out. So it played Iron Lung a lot.
Yeah.
When Iron
Wow.
Lung came out,
That's when I went to
it
where I
played Exit 8, which might still be in theaters. I didn't get to see it. I ended up seeing Bob Odenkirk's Normal, which great movie. And it's also going to be playing The Amazing Digital Circus: The Last Act, which I have tickets for there.
Wow.
So it's playing all those like little indie pop-up movies that are coming out.
And actually,
Which is really cool.
It might be playing that new movie we're talking about that's coming
Yes.
out.
Maybe, because if it is such a throwback kind of cinema style movie, we don't know. But anyhow, the important thing here is that the new Michael Jackson bioepic, it's coming to theaters, specifically this April 24th, which I think is a Thursday, right?
Is it Thursday or Friday?
Um,
Tomorrow's the 22nd.
The
So
28th will be a Tuesday, so the 24th maybe is a Thursday.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a Thursday.
Thursday.
Sounds right.
Yes, basically this movie is directed by Antoine Fuqua and is started by Michael Jackson's nephew Jafar Jackson, in his acting debut. And a lot of people are waiting for this movie. They want to go and see the King of Pop.
Absolutely.
Again on the movie theater. This movie also has brought like a lot of has faced a lot of scrutiny regarding how it handles the controversies of Michael Jackson's life, which we all know that he had some controversies around his life. With some reports suggesting that it focuses on his musical journey, which he was a musical genius. But I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a good
Absolutely.
movie
Yeah.
because Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, besides his dark side, and I think we all have a dark side, right?
Yeah, well,
I mean, not like that.
Not like that.
Well,
I mean, given his
some of the
past.
allegations. Remember, these are allegations.
They are,
He was
yeah.
never convicted of a crime, right?
That's
Was
true.
he? So I think I think it's gonna be good because he was somebody who actually changed music in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny that we're talking about this movie right after talking about the Sunray Theater because that's where I heard about that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because
so-
I was watching the previews
Uh-huh.
before Normal,
Mhm.
and it came up. And the first thing I thought, to talking about these allegations, the first thing I thought is it's such a funny time for this movie to come out because of little known political event right now, the Epstein files.
Yes.
It was proven for a fact that they added some pictures of Michael Jackson that were not in the files. They added them into the files, where basically it was a photo of Bill Clinton and Michael Jackson with I believe like Michael Jackson's kids or some kids from this charity event.
Yeah.
And then they blacked out the faces of the kids to like imply that they were Epstein victims.
Wow.
So they're just like creating evidence and throwing
Just
it in these
smearing,
files.
yeah.
So it's like, for one, like I know obviously the real point of that was to smear Bill Clinton, but it's so funny that they used a picture of Michael Jackson to do that. It's like, he kind of caught a stray there.
Yeah. It just man, let's change the subject.
Yeah,
'cause
you're right,
It'll
but,
become a big rant.
I did think
Yeah.
that is a funny timing for this movie to come
Yeah.
out. It's like maybe not opportune totally.
Exactly. It is.
I really hope the movie goes well,
Yeah, me
especially with the ticketing and all of that, because I believe, like I said, he was a musical genius. He changed, many aspects of the music.
Yeah.
He did something good. I think even for the culture, I
Yes.
think
100%,
it
yeah.
changed pop culture too. But let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They spent $150 million.
It better be a good movie.
Yeah.
So it was a really high budget.
Speaking about Michael Jackson and his musical journey, so many people nowadays do not know about the Jackson 5 and that aspect of him because it's that you got to consider that that's a huge aspect of him and his story.
Yeah,
What I mean
yeah,
is
of
that he
course.
was a
It was his
professional singer
beginning.
at
Yeah.
5.
I
Yeah.
will say, I don't know if Max, you could chime in, but I think that's more so our generation who didn't know of the Jackson 5. Or
That's what I'm saying. Is that like
Oh,
you
no,
talk to
no,
you
yeah,
talk
yeah.
to people my age?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
19.
Exactly.
And they're like
Jackson
never heard of
5.
the Jackson 5. So I seen in the trailer, it looks like they're gonna focus
Start
on that
there.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna talk about that. I guess the good side of it, like there were also some controversies with the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like his father being like very
Very
strict,
abusive,
abusive, and all of that. But it is what it is to them.
To tie that to something more recent, you see all these, and this is less of a recent, a common phenomenon now, but like back in say 2015, this was really big. Do you guys remember the family YouTube channels?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and those all had the same things where it'd be like you'd come out that the parents were abusing the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. I've always held this opinion personally that if you're like 5 or 10, you shouldn't be a professional anything. You should be a professional child.
Yeah.
Professional crayon eater.
Professional child.
Professional child, good word.
I agree.
It's just like I you know, there's nothing wrong with kids having hobbies, and there's nothing wrong with like kids with parents helping their kids harness those hobbies, and kids have interest for sure.
Yeah.
But you know, especially I think about these beauty pageants, or I think about the gymnasts, like professional gymnasts, they start out at 5, and it's like I think sometimes it's not healthy.
Yeah.
Right, or
You should
Macaulay
just be
Culkin,
okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Like all of these child stars, they always have a story of abuse.
Yeah,
You know,
and they
behind
did.
it, you
That's
know?
a great. I didn't even, you know, I kind of my mind just blipped on that. But child actors,
Yeah.
that's a big one.
Yeah.
You guys have seen the first 3 Star Wars movies, the prequels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember the little kid who played Anakin in the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid, you know, he's like went through hell because of that. Like all his whole middle school and high school experience was like he was bullied the shit out of because nobody liked that movie. Well, I mean, it wasn't. People like it more now than they did when it came out.
Yeah.
It was not
is
popular
true.
when it came
That
out.
is true.
Right. But talking about this movie, why are these movies like 3 hours or something?
I mean, is it? How long is it to be?
Like, I watched one with my daughter, and it was like 3 hours.
Wow.
I don't know which of them.
Wait, the prequels you talking about?
No, I'm talking about like the Return of the Jedi or something like that.
Oh, the Star Wars
The
movies.
Star
they're
Wars
kinda
movies, yeah.
long.
Like 3 hours.
It doesn't ever feel like it. I don't
I'm
know
kind of
why.
like a fan, but 3 hours, come on.
You know, Revenge of the Sith, the third in the prequel trilogy. You know, where Anakin turns into Darth Vader and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
That movie, it's only like 2 hours. I think maybe 2 hours and change. But they had like 4 hours before they cut it down for
Yeah.
release.
Wow.
And that movie, out of all movies, would be a phenomenal movie to get like a 4-hour director's
I
cut
need a
version.
director's
Yes,
cut.
yes.
of it.
God, that would be amazing. And you look at some of the content they cut; it's all on a lot of it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Some of
Wow.
it is really finished